Dear child, they truly did not expect this. They believed they had already felt everything love could offer. They thought their heart was settled, guarded, and no longer easily moved. They believed they were past surprises, past deep emotional shifts, past moments that could shake them to their core. But then you appeared in their life, and without warning, something inside them began to open again. At first, they didn't understand what was happening. It didn't feel logical. It didn't fit into the plans they had already made for themselves. They weren't searching for this. They weren't asking for this. And yet, your presence quietly reached places in their heart they thought were closed forever. You awakened emotions they had buried. You revived hope they had pushed aside. You touched the part of them that had grown tired of disappointment and taught them that love could still be real. What makes this so powerful is that you didn't force anything. You didn't chase them. You didn't try to impress them. You didn't need to explain yourself. You simply showed up as who you are. And that alone changed everything. At first, they thought they were drawn to something surface level. Your appearance, your energy, your voice, your presence. They assumed was just attraction, something light, something temporary. But the longer they looked, the more they realized it wasn't that simple. They began to notice your depth, the way you carry yourself with quiet strength, the way you remain kind even when life has tested you, the way you move with integrity even when no one is watching. They saw your softness, but also your resilience. They saw your fire, but also your peace. They saw that you are someone who feels deeply yet remains grounded, someone who has known pain but still chooses love. And that humbled them, because they realized they weren't just interested in you, they were being transformed by you. You became a mirror without trying to be one. When they look at you, they see the version of themselves they were always meant to become. They see what it looks like to be strong without being harsh, to be gentle without being weak, to be confident without being loud, to be real without pretending. Your presence reminds them of who they were before life taught them to settle. That is why they cannot stop thinking about you, because you didn't just spark desire, you sparked awakening. They thought they wanted something easy, but you made them think about meaning. They thought they wanted excitement, but you made them crave peace. They thought they wanted chemistry, but you made them long for stability. They thought they wanted attention, but you made them value loyalty. Without saying a word, you raised their standard, and now everything they once chased feels smaller. That is why they seem different lately. That is why they grow quiet. That is why their mind feels crowded and their heart feels heavy. They are trying to understand what is happening inside them. They are processing emotions they have never carried before. They are asking themselves questions they never thought they would ask. Why does this feel so deep? Why does this person matter so much? Why does the thought of losing them feel unbearable? You didn't just enter their life. You became a turning point. They notice how you love people without expecting anything in return. They notice how you remain graceful even when you are hurting. They notice how you don't need to be loud to be powerful. They notice how your presence feels safe, how being around you makes them want to be better, not out of pressure, but out of respect. They've been around beauty before, but this is different. This feels rare. This feels sacred. This feels real. And because of that, something inside them shifted. Old distractions don't hold the same pull. Old habits feel empty. Temptations that once had power over them now feel shallow. They are slowly walking away from things that no longer align. Not because you demanded it, but because your light exposed what no longer belongs. You didn't shame them. You didn't judge them. You simply existed. And that was enough to change them. They didn't expect to cry over you, but they did. They didn't expect to feel vulnerable, but they are. They didn't expect to feel afraid, but they do now. Because when someone matters this much, the fear of losing them becomes real. They are afraid of getting it wrong, afraid of moving too fast, afraid of moving too slow, afraid of saying the wrong thing, not because they are unsure about you, but because they finally see your worth. So sometimes they pull back, sometimes they go quiet, sometimes they observe from a distance, not because they stopped caring, but because they care so deeply that they don't know how to carry it yet. They replay moments with you in their mind. They reread messages. They look at your photos longer than they admit. They zoom in on your eyes because something in your gaze feels grounding, familiar, and peaceful. And slowly, without even realizing it, they begin to imagine a future they never planned on having. A shared life, a stable love, a home, a commitment. They didn't expect to think that way, but now they can't unsee it. Even if they haven't said it out loud, their heart has already whispered the truth. I didn't expect this, but thank God for it. Because this connection doesn't feel fake. It doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel temporary. It feels aligned. It feels purposeful. It feels protected. It feels bigger than emotions alone. That's why they are being undone by you. Not in a weak way, but in a healing way, in a way that forces growth, in a way that doesn't allow them to remain who they were before they met you. They may be silent, but that silence is not absence. It is overwhelm. Overwhelm from caring this deeply. Overwhelm from realizing they have something to lose. Overwhelm from knowing that love like this changes everything. They are praying in their own way now, asking for clarity, asking for courage, asking if they are ready, asking if they are worthy of a love this pure. And if this connection is real, it will not be wasted. What is meant will unfold. What is sacred will be protected. What is real will grow, even if it takes time, even if it requires patience, even if healing must happen first. Because this is not rushed love. This is built love. So if their silence has confused you, do not assume rejection. Sometimes silence is fear. Sometimes silence is depth. Sometimes silence is someone learning how to hold something they've never held before. They didn't expect to love you this way, but now they do. And with each passing day, it becomes clearer. This love is different. This love is deep. This love is changing them, and it is only the beginning. They are slowly pulling away from distractions, not because they've stopped caring, but because something inside them has shifted. The things that once entertained them no longer satisfy them. Fake affection feels empty now. Small talk feels exhausting. Surface-level connections feel loud and meaningless. Their heart has tasted something real, something deep, something pure. It has encountered your soul, and now it refuses to settle for anything less. Once the heart experiences truth, it can't go back to pretending. That's why they aren't reaching out the way they used to. It's not avoidance, it's reverence. What they're feeling doesn't fit into casual words or quick messages. They know this isn't something to play with. They know that approaching you lightly could damage something sacred. So instead of rushing forward, they're slowing down. Instead of speaking impulsively, they're becoming intentional. Instead of acting from habit, they're listening inward. Inside, they are doing deep work. They are praying, not out of fear, but out of confusion mixed with awe. They are fasting, not to impress God, but because they feel the need to quiet their spirit. They are searching Scripture, trying to understand why this connection feels bigger than logic. This isn't a passing feeling to them. This doesn't feel accidental. It feels spiritual. It feels holy. It feels personal, like something God is asking them to take seriously. They've returned to things they once ignored. They're reading the Bible again. They're listening to sermons again. They're watching messages that sound like this one because they're trying to align themselves, not just for you, but because meeting you awakened something dormant inside them. Your presence didn't just attract them, it exposed them. It revealed places in their heart that were closed. It revealed areas where they were living smaller than they were called to live. It revealed fear they didn't realize was still controlling them. They didn't expect this reaction. They didn't expect to feel calm just thinking about you. They didn't expect your name to bring peace. They didn't expect your voice to feel grounding. They didn't expect to feel safe in a way they hadn't felt before, but now they do. And that safety is unfamiliar. They don't yet know how to hold it without trembling. They're realizing that being near you means being seen, being honest, being real. And that's scary for someone who learned to survive by guarding their heart. Your presence melts defenses without trying. You don't force openness. You don't demand vulnerability. You simply are. And that alone breaks walls. Pride softens. Fear loosens. Old patterns lose their grip. That's why they hesitate. Not because they don't feel deeply, but because they feel deeply. They're afraid to come too soon. Afraid to say the wrong thing. Afraid to damage something they value more than they know how to protect. They may appear quiet, but inside they are loud with emotion. They may seem distant, but internally they are wrestling with truth. And the truth is simple, even if it's overwhelming. They are in love. They are in love with what you carry, not just how you look. They are in love with how you speak with intention. They are in love with how you pray with sincerity. They are in love with how you believe even when things are hard. They are in love with your depth, your discipline, your faith, your steadiness. You are not like the rest. You never were. And now, they finally understand why. They watch you quietly. They notice how you move through life, how you remain grounded, how you stay gentle without being weak. And every time they observe you, something in them shifts deeper. They replay your words in their mind. They revisit moments you thought were small. They remember how you made them feel without even trying. They imagine what it would be like to hold your hand, not just physically, but emotionally, to walk beside you in life. They are being changed by love in a way they didn't expect, not by pressure, not by persuasion, not by pursuit, but by presence. Your calm is undoing chaos in them. Your peace is challenging their fear. Your consistency is healing instability they lived with for years. Slowly, they are becoming softer, braver, more honest. That's why old connections are fading. That's why former distractions no longer hold their attention. That's why conversations that once mattered now feel shallow. When the heart encounters truth, everything false becomes unbearable. You've become their rest in a noisy world, their pause, their grounding point. They may never have said this out loud, but you've become their safe place, the person they return to in their thoughts, the name they whisper in prayer, the presence they imagine when life feels overwhelming. You feel like home to them, and once you know what home feels like, everywhere else feels temporary. They didn't expect to care this much. They didn't expect to grow because of someone else. They didn't expect to start questioning their life choices. But now they are asking themselves deeper questions, not because they feel pressured, but because they feel inspired. What kind of person do I want to become? What kind of partner do I want to be? What kind of future do I want to build? What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? And every time they ask, your presence appears in the answer, not as an obsession, but as clarity. You represent a life that feels aligned, a love that feels clean, a future that feels purposeful. You are no longer just someone they want. You are the reason they want more. This is why it feels deeper than romance. This feels orchestrated. This feels intentional. Meeting you doesn't feel random anymore. It feels allowed. It feels guided. It feels written. Now they are preparing, not impulsively, but carefully, not emotionally, but prayerfully. They are thinking about how to approach you with honesty, how to speak without confusion, how to honor what they feel without rushing it. They want to come to you whole, not fragmented, clear, not conflicted. They are being led quietly through peace that won't leave them alone, through scripture that suddenly feels personal, through dreams, thoughts, moments where your name appears without effort. They walk through ordinary places and think of you. They hear songs and feel your presence. They read words and feel conviction. This is not imagination. This is awareness awakening. So when they come, it may feel sudden to you, like it appeared out of nowhere, but it won't be sudden to them. It will be the result of a long internal process where they were shedding fear, releasing the past, and learning how to choose courage. They don't want to come half-hearted. They want to come correctly. They want to honor you. They want to honor what God placed within you. They want to do this in a way that reflects growth, not confusion. When they show up, it will feel different. There will be intention in their words, peace in their presence, clarity in their actions. You won't need to chase understanding. You won't need to ask for proof. You'll feel the confirmation without effort. They will finally speak what they've been holding back. They will finally admit how deeply they were affected. They may share how long this process took them, how much fear they had to unlearn, how much healing they had to do. And in that moment, everything will make sense. The silence, the waiting, the confusion, the prayers, the tears. None of it was wasted, because this love was never late. It was never denied. It was never overlooked. It was simply becoming real at the right time.